it is the end of October, and I just thought today I would have just a little bit of fun in my garden by going round and seeing exactly what is left to pick, and more importantly what I can do with it. So whereas we've had most of the big harvest now, so tomato harvest, courgettes if you're lucky, we've had a brilliant pumpkin harvest, onions, etc., there are still bits and pieces, and whereas you might not get a huge amount, you will certainly get enough to put together to make some sort of meal. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go and fetch a few things out of the shed, set my little cooker up on the top table, and then we're going to go around, pick what we can, and then see what we can do with it. This up. It does look like we're about to have rain, which would be typical, wouldn't it? I'm going to try our best. So I've got my little cooker here. If it starts to rain, we can decant to the shed. But there's my things. Right, okay, first things first. I know we've got some tomatoes left, I know we've got some onions, and I know we've actually got some elephant garlic in the shed. So I think for any food, it's so difficult, I'm being out chirruped here by the birds. Any sort of meal, once you've got your tomatoes, your garlic and your onions, you know you've got a really good base. So I'm going to get them first because they're the easiest, and then we're going to have a real root round to see what I've got. Okay, I've got my elephant garlic ready for replanting this year. It's been drying up here for a couple of months now. Not going to use that one, that's a really nice one. I think those cloves can be replanted. So yeah, I'll keep that one. I'll try and get a bit of a smaller, there we are, that's smaller, yeah, way smaller. Okay, so, I mean, I'm not going to be using all of it because, as you know, it's a lot milder than garlic, but to be honest, that's enough garlicky flavour for anyone. So yeah, we'll take that one. Good start. Okay, we've actually got some onions here that haven't been taken home yet, so that's a nice size onion, needs cleaning up. I'll put that in there. And if you remember when I did the pumpkin harvest, I said excuse me, there were some that would need using up first because they came off there, and I think what size do I think that size? I think that one. Delicata squash. In we go, right onward. You might notice, look at the state of it in here now. You might notice now that all the moth, you might notice that all the grapes have gone now because Mike has taken them to make some wine. But what I'm actually looking at here are chilies. Now, there's some really hot ones here. Let me go and get this and I'll show you. I do believe that that is a ripe champion chili pepper. Looks like a plum tomato, doesn't it? Now the others are sort of green, yellowy, orange, but although this is the smallest, this is the reddest, so I'm going to take it from there. Should have brought my scissors, but yeah, I think a little touch of that in whatever we make is going to add just that little bit of interest. The smallest pepper in the land. Yes, I know this is a fruit cage. Look at the colours. Can you see the colours on the blueberry there? How beautiful are they? Yep, it's the fruit cage. It hasn't been used as such this year, but it has done a fantastic job. Oh, I don't need scissors, look at that. Of keeping the pigeons off the Cavolo Nero, which is this lovely, lovely structural kale here. I don't want to pick too much. I bought my scissors. What am I going to do with that? If I put them in the pot, I'll forget them. I'll leave them on my finger. Right, and also this other kale here, which I forget the name of. If you can remember the name of this, put it in the comments below. But the good thing is, the whitefly haven't quite got to them yet either. So, usually by this time of year, you touch one of these leaves and there's like a cloud of whitefly appears. But no, I think that is going to be quite enough for what I need it for so far. But yeah, maybe it's not a fruit cage. Maybe it's a kale cage. Look, I can't walk past this charge without picking some of this as well. It's just gorgeous. I know I'm going to have a lot of greens in this dish, but they're good for you. Look at the stems. Beautiful. The chickens like this as well. I think they can hear me. Right, okay. Right, let's go and get these tomatoes, and then I'll show you one of the things I'm really excited about picking. The main tomatoes that are left now in the polytunnel are the cherries. These are the fantastic honeycomb from Shireen. Thank you so much, Shireen. I say it every time, but these have just been an absolute eye-opener. They're so sweet. If you don't like sweet tomatoes, you might not like them, but there you go. Yeah, the tomatoes are going to form the basis of the sauce. So I've got to have a lot, and sadly, my big ones have all gone. They're now frozen in sauces at home. Oh, I've dropped one. But yes, I think these might do the trick. Even the split ones, they'll be brilliant. Here comes the rain. Right, what I want to go and pick is over there beyond the sweet corn, because even though I've had a pants bean season this year, there are plenty of gigantes and borlotti beans that haven't dried out and are just, honestly, they're next level when it comes to popping them in especially tomato type dishes. So I'm going to wait for the rain to stop and then we'll get over there. Okay, I don't know, some of these still look too green, but I mean, that's only one in that pod, but we'll see. If the pod comes off quite easy, just not perfect. Oh, okay, we have one bean. Mike and I can fight over that one. Right, if I can get a few more of these with some beans in, I'll be a happy bunny. These are the gigantes ones, which, as you can tell, they're like a giant butter bean. But also, I know fine well, we've got plenty of the borlotti one as well. So what I'll do, I'm just literally just feeling the pods. Like I said, there's only one in that one, but there's only going to be one. That one's got one in. If they feel like there's a nice fat bean inside, I'm taking it. I'll be leaving the rest on to harvest when they do dry off. But for now, you actually don't need many of these to make us the meal. So yeah, I'll get what I can and we'll pop them in the truck. Okay, you might recognise this spot from last week when I planted my garlic, none of which has come up yet, unsurprisingly, but the last time you saw me I was putting a lovely mulch on top of this. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to tip out this pot of carrots, and whatever comes off this pot can just add to the mulch. I don't think we're going to get very many at all. But it's all about trying, and I want to see if anything in here, oh, there's a slug, is worthy of going in my truck. So the slugs seem to be worthy. Let's put that there. Oh look, they're very small. Oh, look at these. This is a variety called Red Sun. Let me sit down. There we go. Oh look, actually, oh, these are really sweet. Well, I hope they're really sweet, but they are very sweet as well. These are good. Okay. Slightly more difficult to get into than I thought because... Oh, right. Okay. So if we go right into the middle here, I know they're not huge, but they're cute. Look at these. So these are going to be the perfect size. I mean, really, that size, if it was a slow cooker, that size could go in whole. Let's see what else we've got. Let me get my truck. Oh, look at this. Oh, they're tiny. Perfect for me. And I'm not just saying that because I'm they're perfect for what I've got to do. Right, okay, that's a whole year of carrot growing in this one tub. Let's have a look. I've probably missed some. Whenever I see other people harvesting, there's always some that I can see and they don't seem to see, and I'm thinking, you've missed one. Don't think it matters with carrots so much, really. Oh, right, okay, last bit, lovely. Nice bit of grass there. I don't think I'm going to use all these, otherwise it's just going to turn into boiled carrots. But we shall see. And I know the swede isn't ready yet, but you know what? I'm just going to pick some anyway. It does have roots on. It's not round. Maybe it's not meant to be round. I don't know. It's best of all swede, apparently. But I think, okay, if that root is meant to swell, fine. But if that tastes good like that, I have got, let's look at it, I've got a whole bed of them. So yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything. In fact, you know what? I'm going to tell myself that I'm just thinning them out. I'm just thinning them. There we are. Nice teeny tiny swedes, which will go perfectly in my, whatever it's going to be, meal. And it's raining again, but while I'm here, I know, it just looks like a load of weeds, doesn't it? But this is actually, I thought it was going to be celeriac, but it's actually celery. So I'm just going to pick a few of the younger leaves. If it is celeriac, it'll still grow. I'm not damaging it. But because it's got quite a strong flavour, I'm not going to take too many. But just for a little bit of variation. Of course it is raining now, isn't it? But you know what? I'm British. We can do it. I've just lost a garlic there on the chair. 1 second. Here we go. Right, not a bad little haul. Now if I can conjure this up into a couple of dishes of something really fresh, really local and really healthy, I'm on to a winner. Right, okay, here we go. Okay, first thing to do, get the dirty roots in the, oh it's ice cold this water, give these a good old scrub. I mean, look at this potato, that would be a fine baker. I don't know what variety it is, as ever, but that will be enough for me, because I reckon whatever I make here is going to do for 2 people. So give it a quick scrub, doesn't need peeling, good. Look at that, it's beautiful, gorgeous. And then get on with the others. And I'll get back to you when I'm done. Here we are, ladies. There we go. There we go. Well, there you go, there's a spot the difference for you. One of the things that I would recommend that before you start cooking on your plot is that your gas burner is actually working. So fortunately, as soon as we realised it wasn't working, we've managed to nab one of the neighbours, which is really kind of them. So they might be in for some stew. Right then, here we go. Of course, I haven't got a ladle, have I? Who has a ladle at their allotment plot? I bet one of you does. Oh, I've got a ladybird. Okay, let's have a look. Right, I'm not going to have too much, but just, oh my goodness, if you just look at the colours, it's just, I know the ladybird loves it. Come on, ladybird. Oh, sweetheart, you're the wrong way up. Oh, there's two of you. Right, we've got ladybirds coming. But look at the colour of that. Let's have a go. I'm dead excited about this. Right, okay, I could have put any number of herbs in. I've got sage, I've got thyme. I mentioned the chilli, I didn't put that in, I thought it would be too strong. I've got things like lemon balm and fennel, but you know what? I just thought, nice old-fashioned little bit of garnish here. With a little bit of parsley. Again, just, oh, look, the sun's out on those colours. How beautiful is that? And all of this, you know, you could not get more local than just, well, within 20, 30 foot radius. So let's taste it. I really hope it tastes nice after all this, otherwise it'll be really disappointing. Let's have a go. Well, let's put that there. Okay. These are the red sun carrots. Oh my goodness. That is incredible. These are the gigantes beans, which I said, they've just come fresh out the pod, so you just have to, you know, boil them until they're soft. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely beautiful. So please, you know, whatever sort of harvest you've had this year, because it's been a tough old year for us gardeners, go out. There might only be one thing of this and two things of that, but just throw it all together. There was no rhyme or reason to this whatsoever, and I've ended up with the most beautiful, fresh, local, organic, healthy dish. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. Give it a go. Let me know if you do this with your allotment produce and what you cook out of your garden. Put them in the comments below. I'm going to sit here and finish this now and hopefully see you all next week.